Yes, hello folks, welcome back. I am hoping you are doing well wherever you are. And this is not a political year with decode power, they said Kenya. Now, you see, the investigation has taken a new twist. Now, the DCI has taken over the case.
Thank you very much, Trevor. And let me join the Inspector General for condoling with the family of the deceased and as well the members of the Law Society of Kenya. Indeed, the death of the deceased advocate is a matter we are taking very, very seriously. Not only his death, but death involving any citizen of this country. We take it very, very seriously. As to the death of Lawyer Mbabu, we have assembled a robust team from our homicide section. Actually, Trevor, as I was coming to this studio, I've left my team of detectives sifting through the evidence, and they are working over that even as we talk. Like the IG has confirmed, we arrested 3 persons of interest to us, but after subsequent investigations, we released them, but they still remain persons of interest to us. So we have some very, very good leads that certainly I will not disclose due to the sensitivity of the matter and the investigation and the fact that it might prejudice our investigations. But apprehending the killers is a matter of top priority for us, and I would like to assure Kenyans that sooner or later we are going to arrest all the persons behind the arrest of the deceased advocate.
We understand of the assassination, the brutal assassination of lawyer Kyallo Mbabu. Now, we've been here and we've been narrating, we've been analyzing, these events. Mpaka saizi, hatuna clear suspect. But remember, we began with saying, we're talking about the story of Muigai, Uru's cousin, who actually said that, the lawyer was actually representing him kwa ile kesi ya KCB, whereby the KCB bank wanted to actually sell his land worth 4 billion.
Man like that. I don't know who killed him or why. I cannot pretend to know that. But what I can state is, in my statement, I had said Bob Kyallo is my lawyer. And indeed, Bob Kyallo was one of my witnesses who was going to give evidence about how various judges have been bribed with a lot of money. And he was also the custodian of very, very crucial evidence. He was holding 4 affidavits from our witnesses who either participated or were privy to the giving of bribes to the judges. He was also a custodian of 2 audio recordings, which were actually recorded when these judges were being bribed.
Instead of selling a different land that was actually, corresponding na ile deni enye alikuwa amechukua KCB. And the lawyer had crucial evidence on, corruption, how judges in the Supreme Court are corrupt. They ate, $2.5 million. So, kulingana he is sure that that is what led to his death. Anyway, stay with that story, we will revisit it. Let's go back to this other story. Now, there are 7 suspects who are now being probed by the DCI. This includes the family members, friends, of course, simu zao zinaangaliwa, and also we have, the company, a company that was actually, involved no lawyer kwa battle ya kesi na mapesa na like madeni. You see that they say that alikuwa ni mtu wa madeni. So this company pia inakuwa investigated by the DCI. But now, here's my problem. I don't know why I'm seeing like these are just heka, I don't know how to call them in Swahili, but they're just, ways of actually swaying the public attention. Because, you see, I think the investigation should start from the Muigai statements. What do you think? Because initially, we went to, Kano Kanu politician, Wainaina, who was actually arrested with 50 million. And speculations arose. And of course, it was like, hey, pesa. No. But later on, the Kanu official actually proved that he's innocent. He was just a friend to the lawyer. So we don't know about that because we're not angels. You can't tell that. But only everybody knows that they had lunch the last day. And remember, I've been telling you in this podcast that money can buy the world. Man, don't play with money. And someone was been arrested with 50 million. Now, you see, they were released, 3 of them, and actually they condemned, the police of acting bila evidence. Now, we have been taken to the 7 suspects, the family members na kila mtu. Of course, hawa pia watachiliwa. Don't you think we will eventually head to the story ya Kungu Muigai about the land ya KCB, about how KCB wanted to sell his land, how kulikuwa na vurugu, it can involve mpaka the Supreme Courts. Don't you think so? Because Kungu Muigai are adamant that the lawyer was killed because of this case. Because one thing for sure is that this lawyer, before he was murdered, a day before he was murdered, Kungu Muigai went public and said that anapitia mashida na KCB Bank, and his lawyer is actually having evidence, crucial evidence pertaining the case, and the lawyer had crucial evidence kuhusu the judges kukula pesa. Then a day after, boom, ameuawa. Don't you see there's something, kuna kitu hapa inafaa tuangalie kidogo, chambue hapo hivyo, because we need to know something. Because the DCI and the police and the government, they're just going around the investigation. But I believe they know the truth. Of course, I'm not saying that so and so murdered him, but you see, kuna penye unazosema, hii allegation is so strong, and people should focus on this allegation. For example, the police hawajaongelea hii allegation ya Kungu Muigai, wameilenga. Mbona wameilenga? Because it's a serious allegation. Yeah, the man is just saying that the lawyer was murdered because of his case. Why should you start investigation up? Why do you have to go to the family members, the friends who took lunch with him, blah blah blah? But remember, this person, Kungu Muigai, actually had these allegations even before the lawyer died. He had allegations of the case ya land yake, how the lawyer was representing him, how the lawyer was actually having crucial evidence pertaining corruption in the Supreme Court. But hiyo imelengwa. Of course, I'm not shocked kama imelengwa because I know how things happen in Kenya. Remember, I've been telling you in this podcast that, you see, haki ni ya mnyonge. As in mnyonge hana haki, sorry. My Kiswahili is poor. Mnyonge hana haki. Get the point? Yeah, because you see, these cases are assassinations. For example, Omondo Were was very hot. In fact, it was trending worldwide. A member of parliament has been shot dead. Yeah, and people are like, hey, how do people do politics in Kenya? But now, what happened? Nowadays, even people forgot about Omondo Were. People are just talking about, elections that's actually taking place in a split board where his son is set to replace him. You see, not bad, but the worst is the guy at Ajapata justice. That's bad because he needs to get justice. The people killed him need to be taken to jail. Now, the same thing I'm seeing in the case here, Kyallo Mbabu'S. I'm not seeing justice being done here. And of course, I've been talking about these stories of crime here. And remember, we even talked about, Albert Ojwang. And I constantly reminded you that Albert Ojwang case is not going anywhere. Because I know how justice works in Kenya. Yeah? And I never even end up in Kenya. On one way, Albert Ojwang's case, I said here, despite the arrest of Talam, the cry for arrest of Eliud Lagat, the arrest of, Mukwana, the case is cold, and the case is not going anywhere. In fact, Kenyans have actually forgotten about the case. The same thing has happened to Kyallo Mbabu'S case. But people don't want to focus about, people don't want even to summon, because I think the best thing, they should have summoned Kungu Muigai wamuulize, kwani unasema kwamba huyu lawyer alikurepresent na alikuwa na evidence ya corruption ya Supreme Court. Mbona basi usipezi by evidence? I assume they can't touch him because they know there is weight in that statement. Yeah? And the Supreme Court, Raila Odinga has been accusing the Supreme Court of taking bribe from Ruto to actually rule out that Ruto won the last elections. So Ruto didn't want Supreme Court to go investigated. Watakuta maybe au kula pesa. Anyway, guys, that's how it's happening now. Tell me what you think. Do you think that this case, where do you think evidence is? What do you think killed this lawyer? I mean, tell me. Thank you. Subscribe. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dota Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.